Okay guys, today I want to show you the garden of my parents. So actually this is the place where I grew up when I was a kid. And yeah, this garden here is a garden that I have made when I was about 16 years old. So yeah, I have planted a magnolia tree here. And right now it's a time when you can see its beautiful blossom. So really beautiful. And here we have some raspberries. It's a raspberry trellis. And here at the side we have planted a lot of hazelnuts. So we are harvesting like 10 kilograms of hazelnuts every year now. And this is a frame that I've built with my father when I was around 17. And we have planted some vine plants. And the vine is growing up the structure. And yeah, I really like grapes and that's why I have planted them. Now let's take a look at the first vegetables garden. This here is a structure that my dad made and we had a plastic sheet over it. So it was basically a tunnel for tomatoes. And we had tomatoes in here for a couple of years, but actually now we had to remove them because the soil is really depleted. So this year I want to plant some beans and peas so that the soil can recover. And here at this side I'm planning to plant some potatoes. And here we have a row of raspberries again. And here we have a very old hut or shed. And this is also wine plants. And yeah, I want to show you something which is in this barn. I don't know if you can see this, but this is an old press. So when I was a child we were actually using this press for making apple juice and grape juice. So we were like taking the pole and turning around this strong pole here, and then the beam would move up and down and the apples were here, and then a weight would press down on the apples and then the apple juice would run out here. I really can't believe that we actually used this. And I was a small kid, so I can remember that I was turning around, that I was spinning this pole here, and yeah, I can't believe it that we really used this ancient press here. It's really awesome. And it's all handmade, so imagine how many people you would need to set up this massive beam. Look at this. This beam here must have weighed, I don't know how many kilograms. It's unbelievable. And this is all like, this is wood, this is carved. 1913. Holy cow. Unbelievable. I can remember that I was climbing up this beam when I was a kid, and pretty dangerous actually. Yeah, in Europe there are still a couple of these grape press, they would call it in Europe, in Austria. But there are not a lot of them around anymore. Okay, so here we have an old root cellar. And this is all ancient stuff. Look at this log here. Let's go in. So here we had some wine barrels, but we do not have them anymore. And I remembered that they were like lying here. And sometimes my mom was using the space here to store some vegetables like carrots and I don't know what. What is this here? Huh? Ah, this is a tap. This is an old tap and it belongs to a barrel. Okay, now this is the vegetables garden of my mom. And yeah, she already planted some onions here and here as well. So there's a lot of space. A little bit of spinach from last year. leek from last year, chive, and this is the greenhouse. And this is what I have set up in autumn last year. And actually it was falling down once because we had a severe storm. So now we had to cover it with this plastic sheeting here, and now it's really stable. But these cheap, you know, China-made greenhouses are not the best, I have to say. We already have lost a window here, so yeah. Now that we have it, we use it of course, but I would not buy it again. But as you can see, we already have planted a little bit of salad and radish, and today I have to do more sowing. So there's a little bit of more work that I have to do. Okay, that's the greenhouse. And back here, there's a little bit of a field again. Onions, I have to take them apart. Once a country girl, always a country girl. Okay, I just planted some cabbage here and some salad. And it's always important that you water the plants quite a lot before planting them. Okay guys, today we are going to plant some potatoes. So as you can see, I have them here already. And it's important that you use potatoes which have already sprouted, like these ones here, because then you will have potato plants much more quickly. And yeah, I want to plant the potatoes here in this area. Maybe use up half of this field. And then I want to sow some phacelia, which is this flower here. And I read in a gardening book that phacelia is actually a deterrent against the potato beetle. So this is what I want to try out this year. Because yeah, in the previous years we always had a lot of potato beetles and they were destroying a lot of the plants. So we will see if the phacelia flower really helps, and I will let you know if it worked or not at the end of this year. But now let's go on and plant some potatoes. I just planted a potato here, and spacing is really important because these plants are getting quite big. So you want to have a distance of about 1 foot from one potato to the next one. And you want to plant the potatoes in about 10 centimeters of depth. Okay guys, so this is how far I planted the potatoes. So this is the last row here. And now I'm going to sow the phacelia. And I'm going to sow it around the field. So right now I'm preparing this field here, and this year I want to plant some sugar peas and maybe also some beans. And yeah, now I just get rid of all of this green stuff here. Alright, today we are going to sow some peas. These are sugar peas. I have 2 different varieties, and I want to sow some yellow carrot, mangold, popcorn, and this is some kind of salad. I've never tried this before, so this is a newcomer for me. Another type of salad and another type of pea, but this one I want to plant farther away from these ones because I don't want the seeds to mix up genetically. Let's start with the peas, sugar peas. So the distance between each row has to be 30 centimeters, and every 4 centimeters I have to put in 1 pea. My mom just came here and she told me that I should take more seeds per row because she said that she had a lot of failures in the past with seeds not germinating. So now I'm taking more seeds, like double the amount of seeds for the last row, and then we will see if she's really right.
Ja, ich bin weiter, fast an der Wurzel, das auch so hoch wird, ja, geht schon.
Die Bohnen, die Zuckererbsen wachsen nicht beim Mais auf, ja?
Ja, ja, sicher. Die Erbsen wachsen sicher beim Mais auf. Das ist schöne Ernten, gell? Ja, vielleicht regnet es jetzt morgen.
Gut, schauen wir mal.